Hey everyone, Corrine Henneberry here with the Red Carpet Report. Today we are at the NBC Comedy Press Junket. We are going to speak to the cast of Telenovela and Superstore. You want to start, or I could start? How are you? I caught you about a year ago at peacefirst.org. It was amazing. So congrats on all your success thus far. I'm excited for you in Superstore. Tell me about your character and how it relates to you in real life.
Well, I play Amy, who's sort of a 10-year veteran of Cloud9. She has been her first job out of high school was Cloud9, and she just kind of stayed there. She got pregnant young, had a kid, got married, and now she looks up and she's almost 30, and she's been working at a superstore for 10 years. And I think Amy really represents that kind of nameless person that everybody walks by when they're buying their stuff at a 7-Eleven or at a Target, and kind of people just sort of look through the people who ring up our stuff and send us on our way. But there's a whole life and a whole story behind how that person got there. And Amy is an intelligent, smart, really fierce person who has had a life that is just very full of circumstances, and so she's here and she's a little bit jaded, and I think I have elements of Amy in me, but I am much more in real life a Jonah than I am an Amy. Jonah, played by Ben Feldman, comes into the superstore and just starts shaking things up, and Amy doesn't like it at all. And she just kind of feels like she knows how the world works. She's been here for 10 years. She doesn't need some optimistic kid coming in and telling her to cheer up. She wants to punch him in the face when he says that. But I think through the season and through the life of the series, they'll both impact each other in big ways. And I love Amy. I think she really is representative of the everyday working class American out there surviving. And it's such an honor to play such a grounded, real character. Yeah.
I think it'll be amazing. It's amazing to be from Variety Latino.
Hi.
And just such diverse cast, and also Telenovela. What does this represent to you to be part of this diverse cast?
You know, the diversity of the cast is one of the things that really drew me to the project. I read the script and loved the script, but when I saw the cast they were putting together, I really could see that Justin, the creator's vision for the show, was to reflect real life. You know, I loved that they'd cast Colton Dunn, who's half black, half white, and Nico Santos, who's Filipino, and Nicole Bloom, who's Japanese, and we're thinking of casting me, and none of these characters were written any specific ethnicity. They were just looking to make the world feel real, and that was really interesting to me, and so that's a big part of it for me, and I'm excited about this show representing not just, working class America, but like what the world looks like, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah.
So you already touched on this a little bit with these answers, but what was it about this project that made you want to come back in front of the TV and take on this leading role?
It's all those things. It was the writing, it was the cast, but I also felt like it was a real opportunity. I think it's a wonderful time to have a comedy on television about the working class, everyday American. I grew up on TV shows like Roseanne and Cheers and All in the Family, where you could turn on the TV and not everybody was a detective or a lawyer, and that's great. Like, detective and lawyers are awesome, but I do think that comedy is such a great place to reflect on our lives. And so, centering a comedy around very real people is an opportunity to have relevant conversations. And that was really exciting to me, too, that it wouldn't just be hilarious and entertaining and fun to do, but that we could actually be having a very subliminal conversation about the world that we live in and what it's like to live in this country as an everyday working class American.
Great, thank you so much.
Being that this is an election year coming up and everybody is looking up to you and you have such a great platform, tell everybody why it's important to pay attention to the real issues and get out there and vote.
Well, I think that there's so much hoopla and sensationalism around campaigns and candidates and the things they say and don't say, and people are very quick to take to their Twitter and their Instagram and get into fights at Thanksgiving, and people have passion, but really, and that's great, but the action that really matters is in the polls, is on voting day, is showing up and casting your vote and being the people part of a democracy, you know, of government, for the people, by the people. And if we don't stand up and show up for ourselves as Latinos, as minority communities, as women, as youth, you know, we're creating a power vacuum, and we're allowing other people to make decisions that are going to affect our lives. And so, of course, it is the most important thing to show up on election day and cast your vote, and just to get educated about, you know, what that vote means, and who, and not just the president, but your senators and your congressmen, because often the things that are affecting our lives the most, from housing to student loan, are decisions being made by local government. And so it's so important to stay educated and to really keep that passion, keep tweeting, keep Instagramming, keep fighting, but don't let it die off before election day, when your action and your vote really matters.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Please be sure to give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to more videos, and be sure to tell us what show you're looking most forward to, Telenovela or Superstore.